Dollars and cents, whether you're planning something for spring break or the summer, vacations with kids means exploring the world together and making memories to last a lifetime.
That's right. It's also an easy way to teach kids about money and boost their financial literacy. Joining us to continue the conversation this morning is money mindfulness expert and author of the only graphic novel for kids about finance. It's called The Golden Quest, David Delisle. David, nice to have you with us this morning.
Yeah, thank you. So excited to be on here as well.
This is a great topic, especially this time of year. And we know that most children, especially young kids, don't fully comprehend, how much something like a vacation costs. How do you break the cycle of always wanting more, more and more and more?
So I like to really change it from focusing on what we want to buy to what's really important to us. So I talk a lot about what brings you joy, what I call the awesome stuff, and that really relates with kids. So the conversation quickly becomes, instead of, can I have this? Do I want this? Is this something that I've been chasing? To, is that your awesome stuff? Does that bring you joy? And it's so awesome to see that even young kids, like 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, they'll pause and they'll reflect, and they know the things that really bring them joy versus the things they're just chasing.
Things that bring you joy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm in deep thought already. Okay, David, something you talk about is this rich versus poor mindset. Why is a rich versus poor mindset harmful to families? And what does that even mean?
So it's funny because, again, with money, there's so much emotion that we just tie into money, and feelings and shame and insecurity and judgment. And this whole idea of like keeping up with the Joneses and comparison. And so we just assume that more money is better. So that's this rich versus poor mindset. So if you have more money, you must be smarter, happier, more successful. And then that builds all this insecurity into our children, because it's this constant chase where they never quite have enough. So it's not that more money is bad. It's just making that not the number one thing we're focused on, where more is always just assumed to be better, and starting to talk about those things. Like I think of my younger son, and I don't know where, like he just came up with this. We were playing in a park, and he just looked at me and was like, sometimes it's those things that we take for granted that bring us the most joy. And it was just so beautiful, because I mean, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's hitting it right on the head, just like that, right? How do you weigh, there's needs and there's wants that are out there, and how do you weigh that as a family? And are there ways that families in their entirety can sort of weigh in on that budget process or the budget itself?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is so many different ways we've been taught to learn about money. We all know, but they just don't seem to work. And like needs versus wants seems to be one of those things, because we all understand needs versus wants, and we need to have a house, we need to have groceries, we need to have transportation, but it gets really blurry, because what I spend on my housing is going to be very different than what you spend on your housing. So it gets to be this blurry thing where needs versus wants isn't always clear. So again, getting back to what's your priorities, what's your values, it starts changing and shifting those things. So instead of talking needs versus wants, it's, what do we value as a family? Do we value spending time with friends? Do we value travel? Do we value freedom? Do we value education? And it starts changing that from, oh, this is food, so it's a need, we can buy it, but this is, a toy, so we can't. And it's just changing that conversation.
What are some creative ways to teach money lessons even while on vacation? I think you're the perfect person to ask this question, because it sounds like your son has a clue or two. He sounds very wise. So, what are some of the money lessons that you've taught him?
Well, it's fun. So I've got 2 boys. The wise one is the 12-year-old. The 14-year-old just, yeah.
The 12-year-old's the wise one.
Spender. Yeah, it happens. And it's just, really, vacations are such a nice, easy, simple microcosm to just teach them about this money. Because a lot of times we'll try to teach them, chores or saving up for something big, but it's so hard for them to get. Whereas on a vacation, the stakes are low, but the timelines are short. So it could be a vacation, it could be at anywhere where you're planning on spending them. Like I see a picture there of Disneyland. The money you thought you'd spend on them during that day, just give it to them. And then let them choose how they want to spend it. And if they spend it all on, candy or rides or toys, it doesn't really matter. But then they'll start to have a bit of a feeling of like, did they spend it the right way? Do they love what they had? Let them reflect on it. When they're asking for, oh, can I go get this ice cream now? You're like, you spent all your money. Or hey, my brother has this, this great toy and I didn't, or I saved it. It's just an easy way to let them start making their own decisions. And it's when you started the segment, you were talking about like kids don't understand the value of things. This is a great way for them to start understanding that value. They can walk up to the person at the store and how much does this cost? And then look at the money in their hand and make that decision. And maybe they don't want to spend $5 on ice cream. They want to spend $5 on, candy or a toy or a ride.
Yeah. David, how early would you start that conversation? And when you're dealing with, kids on the younger end, are they going to have a tough time sort of understanding that value of money? I'm just thinking of like, a 3 or a 4-year-old. I mean, how early do you want to start with this?
Yeah, thanks so much for asking that. I mean, it's almost like you set me up with this because I get this asked all the time by parents. And the answer is really as early as you can. Like as soon as kids are old enough to ask for something, they're old enough to start teaching this because it doesn't have to be complicated. It's just giving them choice. So when my kids were really young, they didn't understand money, but they love chocolate bars and Lego. And so I could describe things in terms of that. So if they want something, you could be like, that teddy bear costs 10 chocolate bars. That bike costs 3 Lego sets. And even a 3 or 5-year-old could then think to themselves, well, what would I rather have? And it's just starting to teach that value of money at an early age. And that's the thing is, even as adults, money is a choice. We don't realize that. We just want, can we get this, this, and this? It's all a choice, and everything we buy is compromising something else.
Well said.
Yeah. Thank you so much, David, for joining us on ARC Seattle.
Thank you. It's so great to be on here, and have a great day.
And love the illustrations in your book, by the way. Just really cool book. So congrats on that.
Oh, thanks so much. I tried to make it fun for kids. So yeah,
perfect.
if any kids or adults want to check it out, it's a fun, easy read.
Yeah, beautiful job. Thanks, David. I was trying to think back while we were doing that interview of when I sort of first learned about the value of a dollar, and I don't have an answer for that.
I think my parents kind of had David's method. I remember them giving me not an allowance, but they would give me like a few dollars here and there, if I did a chore or something. And it just taught me how to be responsible with my money and the value of things.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at it now, though.
It takes some work. You as we get older, doesn't it?
Yeah, super insightful, though.
Yeah.